What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a wear and tear video of one of my most used luxury items. This is a very inexpensive, amazing entry-level item, so if you're looking at getting this and you're worried about the wear and tear of this item, stay tuned. I'm going to give you the complete lowdown. So if you want to see my wear and tear video on the Damier Azure Key Cles, then keep on watching. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Hey baby. Okay guys, you know what's crazy is that I've been wanting to film this video and for some reason I've been putting it off because it didn't feel like I needed to do it, but I digged up my old invoice for the Damier Azure Key Cles. Funny enough, I bought this on March 22nd, 2017. Today is March 23rd, 2020. So that is crazy to me that I'm filming it basically on pretty much the exact day that I bought it a few years ago. This is technically a 3-year update. I cannot believe I've had this for 3 years. So this will just give you a really good idea of the wear and tear, and then I'll just go through the year update, the 2-year update, and what it is now. But basically, I purchased this in the Azure because at the time I had no other Azure pieces and I really wanted to add a white Azure piece to my collection, and I had been eyeing one of these Key Cles for a while. If you're curious about what fits inside, how to style it, things like that, I do have a video, I'll try and link it above for you, of a complete review. But just getting into the wear and tear, because I know people are freaked out about the white. They're worried that if you put it into a red bag that it's going to get pink on the sides, things like that. But I'll just kind of go through my thoughts about this if I was to buy this again. First of all, the first year it was excellent. I used this so much. I actually use it as my wallet. I do have a full-size wallet as well, but for some reason, because I'm really into the mini bags, I use this a lot and probably I never have not taken this out with me in the last 3 years. I'll say that. So this has been with me every single day for the last 3 years. I keep all of my cards inside of it, and cash and coins. I don't keep anything else inside other than the little chain that it comes on. I actually tuck that inside because I don't like it hanging around everywhere. So I keep all of my cards. It's just a little gift card in the front. But I keep a decent amount of cards inside. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 different cards in here, if you can believe that or not. And then there's like a little receipt. But just going to zoom you guys in a little bit closer so you can really get a good view of the wear and tear of this. Okay, so now that we are up close and personal, I wanted to go ahead and just show you guys and let this be the feature. This is what my Key Cles looks like right now as 3 years standing. You can definitely see on some of the parts here where it has gotten rubbed and the deep navy blue has been etched off a little bit in some of the places, as well as the corners. The corners is like a really good indicator as well. You can see some of the corners have been rubbed off as well. And then this gold piece has fared very well, considering that the hardware is like one of the first things to kind of not tarnish, but just to show the age and things like that. But I will say this one is always inside, like I said. This one, however, it's such a small shiny piece, so it's hard to focus. But you can really see that there's like quite a lot of wear on the little hardware pieces right there. And then this in general has gotten very dirty. I actually haven't tried to clean it with anything, but I'm sure you could just give it like a little wipe with a baby wipe. I do baby wipe this every now and again just for germ's sake and things like that, because I often just carry this with me. But this part has shown a lot of wear in terms of the color fading, and I'll actually compare it in a minute to another Azure piece that I got back in November that's only a few months old, so you can really tell the difference with that zip right there. But just to show you the inside of this bag as well. I've got the light on it so you can try and see the inside. It's also gotten quite dark on the inside. I actually, like I said, I use this every single day, and this is probably the first time it's been empty in a really long time for me to actually be able to see the inside. But the inside is very dirty just because credit cards and cash and things like that are dirty. You're gonna see a lot more wear on the white than you would on the brown. But I do love the white. I think it's absolutely adorable. Another big wear on this is the stitching. You can see the stitching up here was white at one point, which has now faded down to a darker grayish color. So there is a lot of wear on this piece, but on the overall, if you're looking at it like this, I mean, there is definitely some wear and tear, but it's still very much cream ivory. It is dirtier, but like I said, I've used this every single day for 3 years. So you can see right there, I think it says March 22nd, 2017, right there. So I have had this for 3 years, but it's definitely stood its test of time with all the other pieces. I've thrown this into a million different bags and shoved it into tiny little spaces and just taken it out and about. I used to, for a while, keep this attached to my keys, but it's definitely been quite the fighter. I'm going to definitely give it a proper clean, but I did want to show you guys again here on the corners, just to show you. There you go. You can see here it's perfectly fine still, but on the corners are very much faded on the ends, and this is probably a really good corner to show you as well. So you can see right here, but it's faded here on the corner. But this is normal Louis Vuitton wear and tear. I'm going to go ahead and get the other Azure piece just to compare so you can see the difference. So this is the piece that I wanted to compare it with. This is just the cosmetic pouch, but why I wanted to compare it to the cosmetic pouch is that they have the exact same lining on the inside. So this is that wipeable lining on the inside, and this also is just like the white wipeable lining, if that makes sense. So it's not like a fabric lining on the inside of either of these. And this one is a few months old. I got this in November. But what I immediately wanted to show you is that no matter if you're getting this in the monogram or the Azure, you're going to get wear and tear on the corners. So don't really worry about the wear and tear on the corner. I'm just showing you because it's been 3 years and you can see what the difference is. I'm not even sure if you're going to be able to see it, but already on this bag you can see it in the corners there. These are sharp corners as well, so the corners are already showing wear of the little print on it. So this one, you can see the color difference there too. That's a really good color comparison. This is still very much bright and white, where this one has turned more ivory, so you can really see the color comparison there. And then the wear comparison. This is a really good wear comparison as well. Okay, so you can see here, this one's just like pristine and brand new, and that you can see here on some spots, and up here is where the fabric printing on the canvas has gotten a little bit faded. You can see here on like the little Louis Vuitton, there you go. You can see it's a little bit more faded, but again, this is 3 months and this is 3 years. So if you're comparing the two, I really think that it wears really well for a high traffic item. So if you're looking at getting something like this, I would definitely recommend. I'm just going to also show you the comparison of the zip, the little fabric piece, because it's like really the only fabric-y piece on it. You can see this one is brand new, and then this is the 3-year-old one. You can tell just with the gold on the zipper is much more gold on the 3-month-old piece than the 3-year-old piece. And then also the dirt on the actual zipper fabric is showing a lot more wear. But you can also see this piece of hardware has faded a bit and is not as shiny and new. So that is a really also good comparison for you guys. So yeah, this video is a little bit short and sweet, but I did want to definitely give you guys an update on this. I try and update on my pieces when I can, of the pieces that I know that people are looking into. But in terms of the functionality of the clip and everything, everything is completely perfect. I haven't had any issues with this whatsoever. Just in terms of a functionality, the only hiccup that I ever find with this is if I overstuff it with maybe too many credit cards, and then it's kind of hard to like get another card in there, or cash. If cash is just any way or form in the way of the zipper, it like makes it really hard to zip, especially because I leave this little piece inside just to protect it. But other than that, I've adored this. I probably would try and get another one, maybe like a little limited edition one, just to give this one a bit of a breather, because it is basically my wallet. I do have the full-size wallet, but it's a lambskin wallet, and I try and only use it every now and again to just preserve it. But the canvas is really tough. So if you're asking, would I buy this in Azure, this specific piece in Azure again? I probably would, considering it's been 3 years. This is an excellent wear and tear of this. I mean, like I said, I've used it every single day. I have not been precious with it. I'm only precious with some of my finer pieces. So yes, I would get this again in Azure, especially if you want, like how I was, and you want an Azure piece, but you don't want a full handbag because you're worried way more about the wear and tear and the color transfer and things like that. I've put this in my bean bags with a red interior. I have not had any pink on that or any pink on this, color transferring over. I really think it's done an excellent job, and it's really tough and a really cool little piece to have in your collection. So I hope you guys have gotten some good information here, and you've been able to, you know, make a decision if you're deciding between getting the monogram, the bean, or the Azure. I would say just go for the Azure. Life's too short to be worrying about those things. Like I said, you do get a little bit of wear and tear, but that's normal between any of the canvas pieces on a Key Cles. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I appreciate all you guys who come back week to week and watch my videos. Subscribe if you're new. I make new videos every single week on luxury, travel, beauty, lifestyle, and fashion. I have some wedding series and home renovation series also up on my channel as well, so go check out those playlists as well. Thank you guys again so much. Be kind to one another, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.